Hello friends and welcome to my channel. Today in this video I'll be talking about the two different processors, that is AMD Ryzen processor, that is 3300 series, and Intel Core i9 processor. First let's start with what is the processor speed that is being offered by both AMD and Intel. In the AMD processor we are getting a processor speed between 3.8 GHz to 4.3 GHz, while in Intel we are getting a 2.3 GHz to 4.8 GHz. Now, looking at the performance level at the base level to the maximum boost clock level, we can always say that AMD is at a better position in this processor speed comparison. Now, moving on to the number of CPU cores and threads, AMD is offering 4 CPU cores for 8 threads, while Intel is offering 8 CPU cores for 16 threads. Now, just for people to understand what is a thread and what is a core, a thread is a single line command that are getting processed. Each application has at least one thread, most have multiples. A core is a physical hardware that works on the thread. In general, a processor can only work on one thread per core. CPUs with hyper-threading can also work up to 2 threads per core. Now what this basically means for us to understand, let's say I have a computer where I run a single application which is working on a heavy load, meaning the application is pretty heavy, it consumes a lot of RAM and things like that. Then in that case I should be going for AMD Ryzen processor because it works with single set of threads to the number of cores. But while if we look at the Intel Core i9 processor, what we see here is the number of cores to the thread is 8:16 ratio. Now what this means is, if I work on a computer where there is a lot of processes that I run in parallel, and then each one of them are fairly working as just any other application, then I should be going for a processor of Intel rather than AMD. So that is how we can understand this part of it. Let's come to the cache as well as the memory type that is being offered by AMD and Intel. AMD is offering about 18 MB in cache memory. That's a different architecture. Let's not get into the detail of that. While on the other side, Intel is offering 16 MB of cache. This should be very specific when you're actually working on the heavy end processors and all those things. But in my personal opinion, I don't see that there can be a huge difference that when you're working with AMD or for that matter Intel, you could find any big difference. And in the memory types also, AMD is offering DDR4, while in Intel it's offering DDR4 R4, and there is another version that's DDR3. This is a memory type. This is probably the hardware configuration, which might not be much of implication when we are working on the computers. Oh, this is one of the biggest thing that we all might be looking for. AMD Ryzen is offering this processor for just $120, while Intel processor is coming at 5 times of that money. That's $556 is the market price, is what it is being noted right now. But considering the performance, whatever we discussed so far to the price level, I would definitely say that AMD Ryzen is at much better position in this field. So let's come to the performance, what Ryzen is claiming of what it is going to offer to the people who are going to use it. That is for gamers and the creators alike. That's a mission critical performance built to help you win. They're saying that there is a cloud computing, enterprise productivity, immersive visual experiences, gaming and streaming all demand increasing the computer performance. With such configuration and performance, I would say Ryzen is definitely an easy to buy considering its performance to its price offering. Thank you.